Next, let's we invite for another presentation. Will be delivered by Ibu Nimade Ratminingsih from Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha with the title Printed and Digital Dictionary for Multilingual Literacy Development and Need Analysis. To Ibu Made Ratminingsih, the screen is yours. Bu, you are unmute. Yes, you can click enlarge for the PPT, Ibu. Sure. Yes. Yes, thank you. Please begin. Ibu, you still mute?
Okay.
Sure. Please continue.
I still pause here. Now I want to continue. Hang on. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everybody in this room. I'm Nimade Ratminingsih. I'm from Universitas Pendidikan Ganesha, and my team consists of Ketut Agustini, and Ikede Budasi, Ketut Rika Diana, and Ida Ayu Ratsita Dewi. Actually, they are in this room. Two of them have already been in this room together to join this presentation. Allow me to present my article entitled Printed and Digital Dictionary for Multilingual Literacy Development and Needs Analysis. Right, I will continue. Okay, this is my introduction. We all currently talk about literacy, am I right? Of course, this is something to do with basic literacies like language literacies, reading and writing, as well as technology literacies. So we can see here from my slide that Indonesian children literacy skills field from the reading test by PISA is ranked very low, right? See, this is 64 out of 70 countries. And as well, according to Aprori 2018, Indonesian students have low reading interest. We can see that that's why the rank in PISA, it is very low, because they have reading interest, which is also very low. So based on this phenomenon, then as a part of my preliminary research, I'm at the moment, we are actually at the moment doing a sort of research and development, and we are developing dictionaries, actually printed as well as digital dictionaries for those young learners, right? And according to Pritchett 2008, dictionaries improve reading comprehension and English vocabulary. So then here, based on what is that, the globalization phenomena, that multilingualism, being multilingual is more important rather than being monolingual as well as bilingual. So then here we are developing multilingual dictionaries. Those are English, Indonesian, and Balinese, right? Next, the method of the research we use actually mixed method research using a sequential embedded design, and the participants, 27 teachers who teach English subject, and 656 students from grade 5, 4, and 6 of elementary schools in 9 sub-districts in Buleleng Regencies. And then the type of data, primary data, of course, quantitative, because we use survey here, and then questionnaire, of course, and then the secondary data, qualitative, which were collected through interview and observation. And the analysis here, we use descriptive analysis for our preliminary, what is that study here. Next, this is the result of what is that, the questionnaire taken to the teachers, that actually all of the teachers here from item number 2, we can see that all of the teachers feel that English is very important in elementary schools, even though this is considered as a local content subjects. And then from item 5, we can see that vocabulary is very important here for young learners, right? That all of the teachers stated that vocabulary is very important. And you can see from item number 5, when we asked about whether dictionary is important, and most of the teachers also stated that yes, dictionary is very important for them to develop their vocabulary. And then when I asked if a picture dictionary is provided, will you use it in teaching English? 27 teachers or 100% also stated their agreement. And if the dictionary in 3 languages, and then 93% of teachers stated that they agree to use that. And if it is digital, you can see 96% agree. And this is from the teacher side. And now we see from the student side. Actually, it is compatible in terms of the data. From 656 students, most of the students here feel that English is important to be introduced in elementary school, and then they want to master English, of course, especially in Bali, right? It is a tourism center, so then English is very important for us, for the students, as early as young learners, and then afterwards, 97% of students feel that the teachers should teach them vocabulary, and then 98% also agree that vocabulary can be, it should be introduced in Indonesian as well as in Balinese, things like that. And then when we moved on to further one. I don't want to explain it all of them one by one because the time is very limited. And then I go to when I ask about, do you need dictionary when you learn? 95% of the students agreed of the use of the dictionary. And when we ask if there are colorful pictures, they also stated their agreement here, as well as if they are introduced in 3 languages, 95% of the students even stated that they agree in those 3 languages. The interesting data here is from item number 13. I like digital dictionaries that can be operated with a cell phone or computer. It is slightly different. It is no longer 95%, but 85%, even though this is only 10% apart. But it feels like that the connection problems might be the reason why only 85% of the students like being given digital dictionaries compared to the printed one, right? Next, result from the interview, it is also compatible. We can see here that both teachers and students affirm that the dictionaries are very important for the students to learn English vocabulary. From teacher 4, I picked up the excerpt here that the teacher said, yes, make them get accustomed to using dictionaries in class. Most students should use a dictionary, but then very often it is their initiative to bring dictionary, even though the dictionary is not made available in the school, right? So this is very interesting, actually, that they have their own initiative to bring dictionary. And then from the students, yes, I have dictionary. So this is from the initiative of the students itself. I bring my dictionary from home. For teachers in class, I don't know. Only textbook writing on the board. See, mostly our Indonesian teachers who teach English, they use sort of textbooks or writings on the board to teach vocabulary. But this student number 3, he brings their own dictionary because in the dictionary consists a lot of words. There is English as well as Indonesian words of there. So then it is a bilingual dictionary that this student bring into the classroom. And then student number 4, this is interesting. I really need a dictionary to add vocabulary. It sounds that this student doesn't have dictionary. I really need a dictionary. In addition, they can find out the knowledge of vocabulary. If I use dictionary, I can look up what vocabulary the teacher asks, like transportation or fruits. It is going to be easier. So that's the student's excerpt here. And then this is about kinds of dictionaries. The data shows that from the teacher, I totally agree that there is a picture dictionary, especially for elementary schools, because they have high imagination, more interesting for them if there are pictures in the dictionary. So the developer's idea is great. That's the teacher's command, yeah. So the developers' ideas is great because many children can find out difficult words that they do not understand from the dictionaries, and then the pictures can make it easier for the students to understand. Right? In terms of digital dictionary, the teacher also finds that if it is accessible, and then they can use it in their teaching. And then from the students, if there are pictures, I feel more comfortable studying because there are guides, and it is more attractive, more enthusiastic in learning, things like that. You can find out here that this is the proof that from both sides, teachers and students, that they agree of the use of dictionaries, whether it is printed as well as digital dictionary. And this is the result observation in the library as well as teacher's room, that actually most of the the elementary schools only have bilingual dictionary. 7 of the schools here, but 2 of the schools do not have any dictionaries at all. Bilingual dictionary, I mean. And in terms of multilingual dictionary, only few. In terms of bilingual dictionary with pictures, only 50%, more or less 50%. In terms of multilingual dictionary with pictures, only 1 out of 9 schools. And then multilingual thematic dictionary with pictures, also only 1 school here. And my conclusion then is that this study found that both teachers and students stated the importance of vocabulary in developing literacy, of course, because the foundation of being able to use the language is the literacy itself, that is reading as well as writing. The most important is vocabulary. The observation also strengthened that the schools were mostly lacking in learning facilities and resources, especially dictionaries. So that's why we are the developers try to find out, try to also help the teachers, the schools mainly, to overcome their problems in terms of the resources. We make the resources available because we are lucky to get financial support from the central government to conduct this research actually. And the dictionaries referred to here, multilingual thematic dictionary, English, Indonesian and Balinese, accompanied with the pictures, of course, and then in the digital one, accompanied with the pronunciations to make it easier for the students to understand the pronunciation and to adapt their pronunciation, right? To equip them with the suitable sources that match the condition. For printed dictionary, this is for those students who are not accessible using technology, and then for those they have adequate access, they will use the printed one. So this is a kind of alternatives that we give later on. Right, I have already done so. Thus, the result of this research is a stepping stone actually for conducting a further study, which are still developing at the moment. We are in progress of developing the dictionaries, of the required dictionaries, of course. That's it. So then later on, we recommend all teachers in Bali, particularly the place where we conduct this research, to use regular dictionaries, and then to give access for the students to use dictionaries to develop their literacy. Thank you very much. That's all my presentation.
Thank you, Ibu Ratminingsih and team, for the insightful presentation and for the research. If you have for participant and presenter in this room, if you have a question, you can deliver your question into the chat box.